Greetings, friends of typography. In our Type Treasure series, we already covered a few interesting letterpress fonts. But as you can tell from the intro of this video, we will look at a completely different era today, the era of phototypesetting. And one of the most famous typefaces from that time period is Avant-Garde Gothic. And this video will tell its story. It begins in 1967 when publisher Ralph Ginzburg asked Herb Lubalin to project himself into the future to come up with a futuristic logo design for Ginzburg's new publishing project, the Avant-Garde magazine. Lubalin felt entirely inadequate to the task and remembered his choices like this. 1. Reject the job. 2. Reveal myself as a failure, which, wittingly, I would never do. 3. Get him to change the name, which, wittingly, he would never do. And 4. Make a satire of the name. He chose option 4 and submitted the title Avant-Garde in typefaces such as Old English, Bank Script, Balloon, Dom Casual, Wedding Text and a few others. Ginzburg told him to stop kidding around. Lubalin then tried to dazzle him with a multitude of ornate swashes, which he said usually did the trick with less knowing clients, but it only earned him a "cut it out" from Ginzburg. Something completely out of the ordinary was needed, and this gave rise to the idea of playing with uppercase ligatures. Ginzburg's answer to the new approach was, "It's illegible, but great, I'll buy it." Lubalin explained, "A reaction such as this from a client who is an editor and publisher and is more concerned with legibility than almost anybody made me feel ecstatic and spurred me on to new heights. That's when we decided to design the entire alphabet for headline use on the interior pages of the Avant-Garde magazine." And that's how the original Avant-Garde Gothic alphabet was born. The magazine didn't exactly have a huge audience, but it was read by designers and art directors, and they were fascinated by the letter forms and wanted to use them as a font. So in 1970 a new company was formed in collaboration with Photo Lettering Inc., the International Typeface Corporation, or ITC for short. Co-founder Aaron Burns recognized the full potential of the Avant-Garde alphabet both as a text and display face. "You owe it to yourself," he said to Lubalin. "You owe it to your constituency, those hungry art directors and designers who have been thirsting all these years for the avant-garde in typography. You owe it to the advancement of communications and its ultimate betterment of mankind." So after being just a single uppercase alphabet, Avant-Garde Gothic was now being turned into a complete type family with lowercase characters and 5 weights. Subsequently, a series of condensed weights and oblique styles were drawn as well, all being released during the 1970s. There has rarely been a typeface so flexible, so responsive to creative needs of art directors and designers. The extraordinary variety of alternate characters stimulates the imagination of the user and leads to new and exciting design solutions. Avant-Garde Gothic was never available as Foundry type, but became widely available on the various phototypesetting systems of the time. Lubalin didn't like every use though. "In my travels around the world, I never cease to be amazed at the extent of the misuse of avant-garde. But then you come across these beautifully designed Audi ads and it gives me renewed confidence in my ability as a type designer. I wish more people would show your kind of concern and understanding of type," he wrote, praising the designer Helmut Krone who created these ads. Today, ITC Avant-Garde Gothic is available in the open type format with all the upright and oblique styles and with an extended character set. Of course, it includes the original ligatures which made the design so famous. And interestingly, even 50 years later, it's still a bestseller.